Up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Live from TFNN, 10 a.m. Monday morning, about 30 minutes into the trading day. Tom's going to be joining us in a moment. He's getting set up. Thinkorswim platform, folks, having some problems today. If you're on that platform, can't get it up. Not sure what their business is. They better get it together, but no
Tommy
Thinkorswim.
and my mic.
Oh, I can hear Tom's mic in there, guys, so please calm down as it goes over the air. S&P's right now up 8 points at 3380. We got the Dow off 86 points, 27,844. The NASDAQ up 87 points, 11,106. So we're getting ready for the show. I got no Thinkorswim platform, so we're going to jump through some of the headline stories of the weekend. For all you gold bugs out there, how about Warren Buffett stepping?
Yeah, you're live. Yep.
Okay, I can hear the audio, guys.
I know, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. Hello. Good
What's
morning,
happening, man?
We got a lot happening this morning, man. You're jumping in a little late. Thinkorswim, not happening. Not cool, man. That these platforms they should almost be infallible. Just not coming up, man. But quite a market, right? Positive territory. I was just going to talk about the story of Barrick Gold.
Yeah, this is, for all you metals bulls out here, this is going to be a trip. There's no doubt. You had Buffett come in buying 28.9 million shares of Barrick, up 250. And that's the whole Warren Buffett story. So now what we need next is all the Robin Hood and the merry men and women. And
that's quite a headline. You know, as in we talked about it ourselves, right? Chatting over the weekend saying that'll be the headline, man. Buffett's buying gold. He's dumping banks.
Oh, that is the – it's not a shocker, but that is a whole different ball game when he has reversed a position that would be, I would say, really conservative, meaning, the banks, they run everything, right? Into the aspect of going into a metal that, basically is not mainstream,
Yeah.
So it's a big number, man. And I suspect, we're going to see more of it. This morning, whether it's Barrick was going up, Newmont was going up, AEM was going up, they were bidding all. And this is what you got to wrap your head around, folks, for a second. What happens is that there's many, just like the S&P. So you have the S&P, there's the SPY. Then you have plenty of funds that mimic the SPY and just charge customers. They could buy the SPY, but the bottom line is that funds charge customers, whether it's hedge funds or everything else. That's how it works. Well, there's plenty of funds that mimic Buffett. As soon as Buffett buys something, they buy something, and that's how they run. So we get action, man. That's the bottom line. And then on top of that, go ahead, Tom.
No, I was just going to say the other interesting thing I was thinking about in all of this is he's dumping all the other banks, right? And he's buying like all of Bank of America.
Yeah,
I exaggerate.
He is.
But I imagine his team, this is what I was thinking, right? Not going off any news or anything, but you dump every other bank, you buy gold, and you plow. I mean, what the number that he put into Bank of America is staggering. He had to say, listen, these banks are worrisome. I want to own a bank. Tell me the best bank out there that I should be in.
Right.
So that is something I took notice of in saying, listen, he's dumping every other bank, and he's buying all this in Bank of America, so he wants some exposure to banks. But just Bank of America. So they're seeing something, man, across the board.
I'm sure he's seeing a lot more than what I'm going to say right now. What did happen, and when the PPP, the protection, the payroll protection program came in, right? Firms were having a very tough time getting that money, except Bank America was the leader.
Okay.
Bank America took care of more small businesses than anyone in the whole country, like by a big amount too, man. I mean, they were very quick, so it's really intriguing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, it's mainline America, but it's not. No, it's mainline America for someone like you and I, not a monster company. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Now you still had, at the beginning, you still had to be a account holder there, but the bottom line is that they did take care of their customers. They didn't, Wells Fargo, they didn't take care of us. you know what I mean?
Problems everywhere, I know.
Yeah, so, I'd say that's a start anyway,
Yes, no, it's probably one of many things, right? For him, it's just such a decisive position. Usually you want to be a little diversified. So it's pretty strong to dump every other one and put tens of billions, right? Isn't it like
Right.
10, hundreds? What is it? His position?
Well,
We'll pull it out.
28 million times Barrick Gold's at $30.
No. Bank of America? Oh, no, you're talking about
Bank of America. BAC. Yeah, forget it. That's a whole different ballgame. Yeah.
It's just to put all your eggs in one basket to the tune of tens of billions, if not, it's
Right,
it's
yeah,
insane.
bring it up right now. You got, let's see. There it is, right there. Oh, yeah. So
That's $1 billion.
that's $1 billion shares, right? It's 12. So 12%. All you have to do is the market cap and do 12% of that, right? Yeah. Market cap's 8.6 billion. No, is that billion? No, it's more.
No, market cap's $225 billion. So yeah, he's got like a $25 billion position.
Yeah.
That's a big position to be completely undiversified in one bank.
Oh,
So
there's
he's
no
seen
doubt,
something.
man.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. There's no
Yeah.
doubt. So let's see what happened. I was listening to your program, and pre-market here, the Dow was looked like it was going to trade up. I see. Boeing slammed it. Okay, not that bad. So Boeing putting 36 negative points. Goldman 24. United Health 18. Home Depot 31 positive. You got Walmart 18 positive. Visa 13.
So let's talk about this weekend retail, man. Huge week of retail earnings. We got Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Target, Kohl's.
Wow.
There's so many I lose track. But all of them, when I was doing the show this morning, were trading dramatically higher pre-market, man, as in Walmart, Lowe's, Target, Home Depot. The market looks to be getting ahead of their earnings this week coming in line.
It's going to be strange, man. It's going to be strange that if all that's left in this recession is the large companies, and not all of them. Because what I got over the weekend, it seemed, folks, okay, this would be the St. Petersburg, Clearwater area. There were a lot more signs out for lease in even smaller malls. I'm not talking about Class A malls. I'm talking like the B malls. So this is from the last 3 weeks. There's a lot of places closing, man, and they're trying to lease them out. So
sure, the other trend that I think might continue, and I said this even before COVID, right, is you have these huge companies like, let's use the two examples of Home Depot and Lowe's, and then Walmart and Target.
Yeah.
And Amazon comes into the picture with all of those for sure. But just that, where it's like you're now entering this environment where those companies should be able to online deliver to almost anybody at a pretty comparable service. So why is Home Depot so much bigger than Lowe's? Doesn't mean Lowe's is going to catch up overnight, right? But they're going to have some pretty comparable services, all things considered, when it's becoming a business that's just check the website. All these products are offered. Same thing with Walmart and Target.
What you have with Home Depot is more so for builders than Lowe's is a retail deal. So probably Home Depot is getting bigger orders. That's a big number. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow down 85, Nasdaq up 81, S&P's up 14. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 111. You get the Nasdaq up 74. S&Ps are up 13. And let's go to Jose, Tom, in Lakeland. Hey, Jose, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, comrades.
How you doing, man?
Good morning. I'm at the printers. I'm picking up my bumper stickers. I'd like to send you guys a couple, one for your Lamborghini, one for your Benz. And
what do they say?
Trump, pride before the fall. What do you think?
Pride before the fall?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Pride before... He's the most prideful human being on the earth. Pride before the fall.
I see.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, the sage of Toledo just bought some gold. I won't mention which. Well, you probably already know.
Yeah.
Given his track record of losers, do we have something to be worried about here?
That's pretty funny. Listen, it's, it's going to, I would say that this is the first time since Paulson bought so much gold, which didn't work out from in 2010, 2011. You're going to get a lot of publicity about this. And, this is a fundamental play, which is really intriguing. I mean, because if you Google, what you should do, folks, is that you can Google Warren Buffett and Google, put gold quotes in it, and you're going to see his attitude on gold. It's saying that you're out of your mind if you ever buy it.
Interesting. That's what I thought.
So,
I've never known him to buy gold.
Yeah, now that being said, this is what's going on. The gold company he bought, Mark Bristow is one of the best CEOs out there, period. And, guess what? It's a 1% dividend, but, he's basically making a bet that, inflation is going to kick in and gold's going to go higher. So,
okay, so your best guess, he bought Barrett. Do you think on the sly he bought others and is not saying so?
What would happen is this, is that the way that the 13F filing works is that every quarter, professional funds, have to file a 13F within 45 days of the end of the close. They have to say what they bought and what they sold. So in the this filing here was as of June 30th. So that's why we're the 17th today, so you get 45 days, right? He could be buying something else. The gold market is so small that he doesn't have to buy anything else to jam this gold market a lot higher. I can tell you that. That's the essence of it, you know.
Oh, I got you. Tom, real estate question real quick.
Yeah.
I'm working with a small builder out here in Lakeland, but finding lots, staggered lots, is very difficult. Do you have a solution to that?
You go to two different places. You gotta go to the auction page. You gotta go to the tax auctions. Tax auctions once a month. What happens with the tax auction is that the tax auction is not a clean title, and it takes about 8 months to clean the title, and it'll cost you. The attorneys will cost you about $1,500, $2,000, but then you got to make sure that how many liens are on it. That's one way of getting lots right now. The other way is, basically, let's see, y'all in Lakeland. So what is that, Pasco County? Polk. Okay, so what happens there is that you'd want to go on their auction site and see if any are getting foreclosed. Now, the ones that get foreclosed there, the way it works is that they would have liens against them for Polk County. And you can pull those up, though, and see what the liens are. Those are the two best ways to get lots in dirt in general. And it's a paperwork deal. So.
Yeah. So they would not be on Realtor.com.
No. But if you search, Jose, you're going to go, I think it will say PolkRealTaxD.com, and then that's the tax sales. And then it would say PolkRealForeclosure.com. That's how it works in Pinellas and Hillsborough. I'm not sure. I haven't been in Polk, but that's what you want to search.
Give it a shot. Last thing, stay humble or be humbled.
I like it. Okay, man. Okay. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Hey, so I got to tell a little anecdotal story, man. I didn't get into it on my show. But guess where I was last night at like 11 o'clock at night?
Where?
I was at the emergency room getting a rapid COVID test just to make sure all is well. And it's negative. I was negative for the flu as well. But just a little experience. So I didn't feel too well this weekend. Nothing really crazy, right?
Okay.
I just thought I was a little overworked maybe. Did a bunch of moving around the house on Saturday. Thought I kind of overexerted myself. I had a little temperature maybe, and then I had like a temperature last night of 100.6. And I feel better this morning. But my family situation, I'm not going to get into it, right? The people that I live with and all that. And my fiance, she works in respiratory care with open heart patients and all that stuff. So I said, man, this is the perfect example because our President Trump tells us we get the best testing in the world. So I'm just going to go get a quick test to make sure everything's well. It's not how it works in the world, folks, all right? So I go to the ER, and thankfully, with the amount of symptoms I had, and I wasn't shy in pushing things, I was able to get a rapid test. But the point being, it's a shame that even they were not going to give me a rapid test in the first, and it was going to be 3 to 7 days. What is the point? So here is someone. It's the exact example, folks. These aren't fallacies, all right? It's not the liberal media, okay? And I'm not getting political. Right. I was in the emergency room last night getting a COVID test. It's not political. It's not, okay? Right. It doesn't exist. And if I get a test that can take up to 7 days, it does not matter. I live with people who could be high risk. I live with people who work with open heart patients who cannot be around that type of situation if they've been exposed to anybody. So they need to know ASAP. And it almost doesn't exist, man. You go to CVS, you go to Walgreens, you go to any of those, okay? They are doing tests that are the most accurate. Now, I'm going to get into the other side of it. The rapid tests have a fallacy that they can give you a negative test when it might not be 100% accurate, okay? In my situation, I wanted to be overcautious, okay? I'm fine. You can hear me. I'm not short of breath. I'm not, but I had a fever, man. I had chills, all right? I didn't feel too well. Yeah, in this day and age, right? And I've been so careful. But it's a real shame that we're coming up on...
I can tell you, so, Tom, Colleen, my sister's a nurse in Boston, right?
Yes.
And she told me this 3 weeks ago. The nurses, folks, are having fights with the hospitals. They have all these different tests. Now, she's on a ward, okay? But they got to test them on the wards. And they're having fights with the administrators because for some reason they don't even give the people inside of the wards when the nurses want a rapid thing, that no, they give them another test. And I said to Colleen, they're trying to figure out, is it about money? Is it about, is it a better contract here? But they're dealing with it right now, man.
So here's my interesting story, right? I check in, I tell them all my symptoms, okay? And they take me back to the room. Now, here's the other thing that's crazy in terms of how this is being managed. So I should be super isolated in there, right? I'm coming in, I'm telling them I'm there for potential COVID, okay? I'm keeping my distance from everybody. They put me in a room and the door's just open. People just walking by, door's just open, and I'm waiting for my test. How does that happen, number one? I was like, what is going on, okay? But the second thing is that the physician assistant comes in and, all right, we'll finish it after the break because it's just people should be aware, man. It's a shame, and this is why it's continuing at this rate.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 72, Nasdaq's up 83, S&P's up 17, gold's up $42, silver's up $1.40, and King Dollar is biting the dust, folks. Down 267, 92, 829. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 66, Nasdaq's up 85, S&Ps are up by 17.5. And we're talking about COVID tests in this particular case inside a hospital.
And this was in Bartow, so right next to Lakeland, Polk County, for our man Jose in Lakeland. And the only part to add to it, just so people understand how much confusion there is, right? You're talking about your sister, my Aunt Colleen.
Yeah.
So they put me in the room. I check in. I give them my symptoms, right? They put me in the room, and then they come. They take my vitals. Physician's assistant comes in, asks me some questions. He says, "Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a test, but it's going to take 3 to 7 days." I said, "Man, I need a rapid test." I explained my family situation. I explained just that I'm sick and I need one. He said, "Yeah, unfortunately." And then the aide that had been, and I think it was a nurse, said, "The doctor already ordered a rapid test." He said, "Oh, okay, then I guess we can give you a rapid test."
Wow.
And then the aide talked to the physician's assistant and said, "So what is the deal?" And he says, "Well, it's just kind of a per case basis because we don't want to give them all out. They don't even know what they're doing,
It's called
man." It was
education.
it was so discouraging to see the mess that it's in. Now, here's the kicker, right? I tell my friends about this story early this morning, and I hadn't seen the article in the Times yesterday talking about, and I got it up here on my chart right now, rapid testing is the new velvet rope,
Yeah.
okay?
Right.
And you have these Hamptons parties and Hamptons lodges where they hand out rapid tests before every single person gets into the place. Why am I attending an ER who is conserving rapid tests at all costs? Well, social elites, okay,
Right.
are just using them at will so that they can party and hang out, man. It is craziness, and this is why we need some national leadership. I was doing a lot of Googling yesterday, right, trying to see what's the best way I can get tested right now. As far as I could find out, the quickest way to get tested was to go to the ER. That's a shame, folks. That's a shame, because I don't even know what I'm going to end up paying for it, number one. I have insurance, okay, but it had to be done to protect your health, your family's health, all that stuff. And the other thing is that it's just, I find out that, and this is why you need leadership, all right? And it's just not happening. So
Right.
you're going to hear it a lot. We have the best testing in the world. We don't, okay? I went through it last night myself. Thankfully, I can fight for myself, and I got one. But it's a shame,
It's
man.
about education. That's the bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we go back to Jose, they both do have Polk County tax deed, Jose, and it's also Polk
Nice.
real foreclosure. Now, I'll just walk you through this for a sec because I do a lot of these. Okay, so on the tax deed deal, this tax deed is only once a month, and you get a bunch of them coming up the 20th. Now, what you have to do if you're watching Tiger TV, you're going to see all these properties. Well, what you have to do is you have to hit the parcel ID. Then you got to hunt it a little. It's not a huge amount of work, but you just got to take it easy and go through it first.
Maybe you'll have to do a webinar on that sometime.
I know, I should, man.
You should, because I'm looking at
I've been doing this, folks, for a long time, man.
I've seen you do it from the beginning of the fund, right? When you were really rocking and rolling. And I'm just looking at the assessed values of what you have up there. They must be plots, man. $1,000, right? 1,200. So he's looking for lots, man.
They're going to be lots. They're going to be lots. And then if you go into the foreclosure one, just do this for a second. So you'll see there's a lot less foreclosures. POLK, Coke. Real foreclosure. 1 second. Okay. So this one here, what you're going to see when you go into this one, you're going to go hit the calendar first. You're going to see there's nothing in August, okay? And then you hit September, and you're going to see that, you got them in September. Now watch what happens here. I'm going to hit September 1st, and what will happen, you see how it says property for appraiser? Well, what will happen as we get closer to September, you're going to get basically a parcel ID in there. Like they'll start filling in. Yeah, here's one that's filled in here, okay?
I was going to say, there'll be an assessed value in there, too, probably. Yeah.
So what you want to do then, first you hit this baby, and then you're going to see what you're getting. And then the way I do this, and I still do this every day, man, as you go through this, then you see what you like. Then you have to go to the clerk's office, and then you're going to basically pull the title. And all pulling the title is you're going to pull all the documents that are up and see how many liens are on it. But anyway, you have both of them, and when you have both of them, this type of site is very easy. I've been to different other sites, and both of these sites are pretty easy to do, so you can get some action there.
Hey, I'm jumping around a bit, but pepperoni. Did you see the story or the headlines out this?
Don't tell me pepperoni's bad for you. I eat it all the time.
No, listen, pepperoni's great, man.
Oh.
But you're going to end up paying up for it if you can find it. A little bit exaggeration. But number one, you have all these pork processing plants, right? Some of them have been shutting down. Then you have the increased demand potentially of people ordering pizza. So the story was out, pepperoni is the latest coronavirus shortage. Will its scarcity affect it? And just some of the pricing is interesting. So they have anecdotal, but one shop in South Dakota, they were paying $2.87 a pound a year ago. In January, they're paying $4.12 a pound now.
Yeah.
In New York City, they were paying $4 a year ago. They're paying $6. It's a 50% rise in the price of pepperoni, man. Everybody loves pepperoni pizza. So just interesting. As I read that, I said, oh, man, stuff's really getting real now when I can't order my pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. Now, when we're just talking about the rise in prices, folks, okay, what's going to happen in September, and this is going to be a big deal, the Federal Reserve is coming out with a monster paper in September. Now, they started this paper way before COVID, okay? And what this paper is about, Tom, right?
Yes.
Is what they feel their responsibility is in the aspect of inflation under their mandate from Congress. Okay, they have a mandate from Congress, okay? It is supposed to be about stability of prices, jobs, okay?
Yes.
What the first get-go, the story out here today, they're going to encourage inflation. They're parts of this paper are saying they want 2% more per year. Okay, so that in itself, I'm bringing that back to the metals market. I started just figuring that out, just 2% compounded for, 5 or 10 years, man, is big numbers. I was doing it for the real estate business, saying, okay, what's 2% times a few million, 10%, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, even if prices don't go up, the Fed's going to push it up that dramatically. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
Let's go to our man, Jim in Minneapolis. Taking it by storm!
Taking it by storm, Tom and Tommy.
Love you, man. What's going on?
Morning, man.
Oh, just having fun, living large up in Minneapolis
Good.
area. Beautiful weather, so we've been out on the water quite a bit in the boat
Sweet.
and stuff.
We're going to have to have one of those big tiger meetups again, man, so we can all get together, man. That was a good time.
Man.
That was a long time ago now. It's crazy.
I'm looking forward to getting back down there.
Definitely, man.
For sure. But
a big post-COVID celebration, totally.
Yeah. Well, I heard I would talking about Buffett. I guess his father was a huge gold bug.
Yes.
From what I was reading.
Yep.
And then,
I remember reading that. Yep.
Yeah. And
which makes sense because the bottom line is
Buffett,
that goes back that far. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he Buffett used to own a bunch of silver, I guess. And anyway, a long story about that. But yeah, interesting with his. I'm looking at this MSTR talking about people getting out of the dollar and these guys buying $250 million worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah, stay right there. We'll talk about it.
Yep.
Dow Industrials right now down 44. Nasdaq's up 92. S&P's are up 17.5. Stay right there, folks. Jim, Tom, and myself will come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 40, Nasdaq up 85, S&P's up 18. We're talking with Jim from Minneapolis, and we're going to talk about MSTR. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so MicroStrategy, huh?
Yep.
And MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin?
Yeah, so they put $250 million of their cash into Bitcoin.
Wow. Okay, let's
on their balance sheet.
This is pretty wild, right, man?
And look at the stock, the stock's moving higher. So
let's take a look. So you get an equity that takes in $475 million. They make $2.10. For some reason, they're deciding that they're going to turn it into a trading company. I'm not quite sure how that works. Okay, so let's bring this back. So what are we doing here, Jimmy? Are you buying it, or?
Yeah, I had a couple guys that bought it, on the news, just kind of looking, if an extension, where it might go to,
Yeah, I mean,
can
can it test the? It can test the. I guess it can test the highs at 165. I'd be real careful here because what tends to happen, and you have. If you're going to buy a trading company, you want a trading company. You don't want a company that provides software and related services, man. You know what I'm saying?
I guess they're just, instead of holding cash, they're going to hold Bitcoin, I guess is their deal.
And I was even looking up, Jim, so they say they believe cryptocurrency provides a reasonable hedge against inflation and the prospect of earning a higher return on other investments. So they took half of their $500 million, put it into 21,450 Bitcoin, and the other half of that $500 million they're going to buy their stock back with.
Right. Hey. Yeah. That might be that we might see that more in the future. I'm not.
I don't know if I'd be doing that myself, but I'd rather buy gold than Bitcoin myself.
That's a lot of eggs in one basket, right? For that basket to be Bitcoin. I agree.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. When you guys get a chance, would be curious to see if you took Bitcoin and gold and looked at the charts.
Yeah, we can do that right now. Here, stay right there. Yeah. XBT. So we'll take XBT and we'll put this up. Let's see. So I'm going to use it as a currency. I'll just use it as the currency. I think I can take that, and then I can put gold and compare it, I believe. Yeah, good. Okay, so there's XBT. So then I'll put GC1. I'll put the continuous contract on it. Okay, active GC1. Where are you? Okay, so then I take that one. We're going to update this. And then I can see why they're doing it. I mean, let's see. I'll put this on a weekly. I'm not going to go back that far. Yeah, I mean, when you take a look at this, gold has definitely outperformed it, but they trend kind of the same. I mean, I've only brought this back 3 years, but the bottom line is that when gold does go up, the Bitcoin's going up. Now, not as much. You can see this line, this yellow line is exponential compared to, Bitcoin. So
maybe that's part of the logic. I'm just guessing.
It would make sense. Yeah,
traded so high so quick.
I mean,
maybe the
Winklevoss brothers, right? I mean, their quote out there, and this is I don't believe in this quoting for a second, folks. Okay, but they're into Bitcoin, and I can see they're making their case. They're making that case that gold can get down to nothing, and Bitcoin can't because there's only so many Bitcoin. And of course, all the gold in the world is still out here, and they're still developing gold. So
Bitcoin can go poof because if you lose your keys or somebody, if it's just not cold storage. It's just
and when I want to buy Bitcoin, I'll go to the casino and I'll play craps. And I know even with craps, folks, okay, the bottom line is that that's one of the best games of chance in the casino, but they still have a percentage over me in the long run. So I'm just not there, man. So
yeah. All right, guys. Well, have an awesome weekend.
You also, man.
Let's see if this metals market to blow higher here.
To cooperate. Sure. That's right. It's cooperating today, man.
It sure is.
Yeah.
You too, Jim.
All right, guys,
thanks for calling, man.
Thanks, man.
You too.
Thanks.
Yeah, gold. I lost track of gold for 20 minutes, and it's at $2,000 almost. What happened?
This is going to be so. Picture this, folks. This is what's so cool about how gold moves, right? So, the Buffett deal is a big deal. Okay, there's just no two ways about it. He's got a reputation that precedes him in an incredible way. Oh. The gold market is tiny. This is going to be the beginning. This very well could be the beginning of that march to 2,700, and people go out of their minds. If the Robin Hood, merry men and merry women get in this market, which I expect they will. This is the type of publicity that it takes to get going. You're going to see things, man, that you thought you never could see.
And even just, for big investors, man, just like I'm saying, hey, what does Buffett know that he's putting $26 billion in Bank of America, right? They're saying, what does Buffett know that he just sold all the other banks and bought a $500 million position, in a gold company? Like, they pay attention for sure.
Right. And there's a question in the den about why Barrick. The reason why Barrick, folks, okay, is because of the CEO. I've interviewed him. We've had booths next to him many times, okay? I mean, I know Mark really well. And so here's a quick history on Mark. This guy was the head of mining when South Africa apartheid ended. And he told the story on the air. I wish I still had this clip. I wish, there's a lot of clips that we don't have that go back so many years, folks. But the bottom line, he told the whole story. It was a great story. So what had happened when they were dividing up the mines, he could not himself take any mine that was in South Africa because he was the guy that was dividing them up, okay? So it was the Black Empowerment Act, and the way that worked is that the workers had you had a picture something. They had overtaken all the mines, right? They had overtaken all the land. So as that happened, the Empowerment Act gave the workers a ownership of all the mines. So when he split them up, he's telling the story on the air, he split them up. He decided, he grew up there. He knew in the Congo that there was so much gold, it was unbelievable, but it was a very tough area because there were, civil wars going on and all this. Sure. Make a long story short, he split up the mines, he opened Rango Resources, and he went into the Congo. Well, he went into the Congo, folks, and what he did, this guy's a great guy, man. He's a motorcycle rider. He's riding through all the villages. He went into the Congo, and right from the very beginning when he was doing this, he was one of the first guys that ever said all in, meaning that he put money to fix the mines afterwards, and in every village that he went in, he started opening schools. I'm going way back now, man. This guy cares about the people. That's how Rango got so big. my take is that's why Buffett went in there. He's the best CEO that I know out there in the gold market.
And it's also one of the biggest gold companies market cap, right? It's like 50,
for sure.
53 billion.
Oh, yeah.
I think Newmont's
Big
the only
time.
one
Big
even
time.
close. Yeah.
And with Randgold, in fact, I'll bring this up as soon as we come back. He was one of the biggest owners of Randgold. He had his own money in. He wasn't pushing this out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Always like to see that. Totally.
Oh, huge. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's down 32. Nasdaq's up 89. S&P's up 19. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 10, Nasdaq's up 91, S&Ps are up 21. Let's go inside that NDX quick, Tom, because the NDX is trying to get into another high out here. So
why not?
Yeah, exactly. So you get the leaders out here today. Tesla. Tesla's put 133 positive points. NVIDIA 27, Amazon 22. Taken away from it is Bookings.com. If we go take a look at these NQs, what you're going to see is that you're going up. I believe it's testing the highs of last week. Make this intro. Yeah, so the high is, that was generated 11,283, and we've made it to 11,276. So,
man.
Yeah,
and
I know.
NVIDIA, interesting. I was just going to mention, they get their earnings along with all the retails. They're out this week, too. So a lot of those earnings companies, man, they're getting priced into some good numbers this week. So watch out.
There's no doubt, and we've been hanging up here for a long period of time. So the bottom line is that it's. We'll see whether it's wants to bust through it, man. You know.
Yeah.
The longer that you hang here, the more probability is that you actually can make the bust. Now that's the positive side, the bull side. The bear side would be contraction in volume is dramatic, folks. So.
Now what I mentioned, man. So early in my program this morning is you have.
I just lose you.
Do you have me?
I get you now. Yeah.
No. Do you have me?
Yep.
Okay. They have the House called back into session, right, by Pelosi. So they're back into session when they're supposed to be on recess. They have a congressional hearing, I think, in a week. They're trying to get the postal inspector in front of. And you only have 78 days until the election, man. How are we going to charge higher when there's so much uncertainty? I don't know how that plays out in stocks right now. Time is quick, man. These elections.
It plays out just like with March higher since March, man.
I think the market's going to start reacting, man. At least with some volatility in both directions. I can't see it just sitting at 3,400 as all this stuff plays out.
No, I agree, but I've been waiting for a while.
Doesn't mean it's going to tank. It just needs some volatility.
Stay right there, folks. Think of some coming